Welcome to Facts TV News, where everything is true. Former inmate Pretty Rich seeks opportunity for reform. Colin Coyle, a 31-year-old ex-convict who spent 8 years in prison for armed robbery, is begging for a second chance at life on the straight and narrow path. Since his release from prison on September 29, 2021, he has been finding it difficult to gain employment. I came out here and I am out here seeking, and I realized that nobody will go to prison at them workplace because me check a lot of places, a dejected Colin stated as he pleaded for help to make a fresh start. Downtown, I go there trying to seek work. I go halfway through because me serious when me say me want a change, he explained. The disappointment has made him resort to doing tattoo with a machine donated to him, but even that has been sustainable. Tattoo business very slow because I really want me to walk and find out if anybody want tattoo because me see it as an artist. Me need a job, said Colin, who developed rapping skills in prison and goes by the moniker Pretty Rich. Before exiting the doors of the Tower Street Adult Correctional Center nearly 7 months ago, he was encouraged to apply to the Ministry of Labor and Social Security for a rehabilitation assistant grant, which provides an opportunity for individuals or families to undertake income-generating projects to improve their economic status. It provides assistance to establish small projects or boost existing projects such as haberdashery, trading, and so on. He is banking on hopes of receiving the grant to turn around his fortune by opening a clothing store in Kingston. Having submitted invoices to the relevant office at Lockett Avenue in Kingston as he applied for the grant, when he made checks last week on the progress on his application to pay for the stock, he was told that receiving the grant was not a certainty. Now he is left in a limbo. When we reached prison, I told myself, even before I left, that there is a thing called rehabilitation assistant grant, and you'll get this grant when you leave prison to assist you in getting your life back on track, starting a business of some kind, Colin stated. So I was dealing with this from behind the bars. I came out and I went to the probation officer and I was trying to get it sorted out. This was last year, he further explained. These people actually tried in every way. The lady that I was talking to, she was telling me that the only thing they could do is to start a farm, a chicken farm or something that has to do with animal rearing. I don't know anything about animals. I've never even held a live chicken in my hand before, so I tried to ask her for other options, he said. Colin reported that in 2013, he had committed a crime out of desperation as a vulnerable youth in his inner-city community. It's something that I did out of desperation, not because me have any love to do something wrong or because me like take away people things. None of that. Because of desperation, he said. You know how it goes when you're young and desperate and you seek and you can't find. And when you do find, as somebody with a bad influence, then you end up doing things illegal. Losing his mom at the age of 2 and his dad a year later, the orphaned Colin was once placed in a residential home operated by a charity. While I was there, they realized that I had so much potential and promise, so they wanted for something to become of me. So they sent me to the Alpha's Boys School, he added. He was enrolled at Alpha at 6 years of age, but ran away as a teenager. Alpha wasn't a place that I wanted to stay because it was far from freedom. You actually felt like you were in a boot camp and your moves were always monitored, and I even saw a lot of abuse going on there, so I had to leave that place, Colin reported. I was sleeping on the road for a while, and then one day I walked into a store in Spanish Town and started crying and asked some Christian people to get my brother for me because he was the only person I knew as family. I remembered clearly where he worked and they called the police and he came and picked me up. He was taken in by his brother, whose girlfriend eventually forced him to leave, and he was then sent to live with an old lady. Colin reported that he then became a yard slave for her and soon ran away again. He was again found by his brother, who took him to live with his aunt in Bull Bay, but Colin said that while there, he was constantly teased about his deceased mother, who they called a whore. With all the disappointments and not feeling love, the impressible youngster started hanging out with criminals, who at first showed him a good vibes in Rockford, then things changed for the worse. All they kept doing was giving me the gun. They kept using me whenever they wanted someone to go for something. Whenever a war was going on, we had to bleach in the nights, and so he said. Vowing never to go to the gun again, when asked what he thinks he would have become if he was raised in a nuclear family, a police officer or a soldier, he responded, "If I should have a normal life with a mom and a dad, with equal opportunity like everybody, or a normal family, I think I would have been something or someone people are proud of, because if I had a good family structure or good people who really cared for me, I would do my best to make them proud," he said. He is appealing for help to secure a job, and despite the constant disappointment, he remains hopeful that he will soon be gainfully employed or receive the grant he desires. "I don't eat if I don't work. A man like me needs this grant. All me want, I want little help to get back on my foot. At 8 years me do a prison. I'm always searching and looking for a breakthrough. That are the story of my life," he said. Persons interested in helping Colin to get a steady job can contact him at 876-402-3346. Kingston Western Admiralton Police Station Commander Inspector Horatio Rowe encouraging committee members about having a crime-free space during Craigtown annual Easter football competition.
Good afternoon, member of Craigtown. I'm elated. I'm elated to know that we have an event like this. When we can have communities within various troubled spaces coming together and enjoying what we would say a good thing. It is always good to know that we can put aside whatever differences we have and have peace. When there is peace within our midst, I can tell you that greater things are yet to come. We will observe over the past month that the country is now open, and when I said before, when we have peace, we can have the merrymaking, we can have the parties. But if is it that we don't have that level of security and we don't have that level of peace, we'll always have challenge to have events like this where people are gathered. What I can say is that for the teams that are out there, I want you to keep it peaceful. I want you to keep it as professional as possible, and may the best team win. We as the police, we are going to give a plaque for the most disciplined team that will be given from the Kingston Western Division, SSP FIPS, as a part of the contribution and collaborating with the community, because community involvement is the order of the day. And as I said, we as the police, we have to work with the people within the community, and that is how we'll help to solve some of the things that is happening here. And you all know that, as I said before, that I'm a community person, and I'm always in this space, and you can always rely on our service. Thank you.
The night Damien Dear's friend and loyal passenger died. 5 years on, the memory of a friend and loyal passenger being shot still haunts Damien Dear. The fact that the man eventually died has made the experience even more painful for the taxi driver, who has admitted that he sometimes thinks of seeking another way of making a living. "Sometimes, me not tell no lie. Me wish say me coulda find a different job, but me not have no more source of income to push out, because at the end of the day, me have 3 youth and me have to come out for them. Me can't just sit down a yard," Dear told reporters. The terrifying event, he recalled, occurred one night as he was awaiting passengers at the Price Right Chancery Street terminus. The young man, he said, was crossing the road. Dear did not witness the shooting as his back was turned to the road. He said that when he heard the explosions, he looked around and saw the young man on the ground. "And me have to take him up and go hospital. Me did think say him strong where him coulda live, but by the next morning him hear say him dead," he recalled. Dear said that during the journey to Kingston Public Hospital, he continuously spoke to the injured man. "Me did a talk to him to see if everything alright with him, and I did a try to keep him up, and he was so strong, and when we reached the hospital, him still a talk, he said. For a youth when me know it break me down, and to me it wicked bad, because I'm right across the road. He was a loyal passenger and somebody me know in the area, dearest stated. Mandeville Health Center services relocated as renovation plan gears up. Health services at the Mandeville Comprehensive Health Center have been relocated to accommodate an over $200 million renovation to retrofit the existing space over the next 9 months. The project, created and funded by the Pan American Health Organization, PAHO, will benefit the Mandeville and Santa Cruz Health Centers in the southern region and is aimed at providing climate-smart, greener and safer healthcare facilities across the island. In the interim, persons from the parish who routinely visit the health center are being directed to 4 other locations for their health services, which will be made available as of Tuesday, April 19. The new location for curative services, doctor, pharmacy, dressing, eye clinic, laboratory, mobile dental and nutrition is the former Elizabeth House property, 44 Manchester Road, Manchester. Those in need of maternal and child care will include antenatal, postnatal child health, family planning and nutritional services, environmental health, health promotion and education, behavior change communication and vector control are being asked to visit the Kendall Camp and Conference Center, Kendall, Manchester. The Candle in the Dark facility at 10.5 Caledonia Road will accommodate those seeking mental health services, and the Department of Dental Hygiene at Northern Caribbean University NCU, Manchester Road, Mandeville, will provide dental services. Parish Manager for Manchester Health Services, Sandia Ferguson, indicated that while they understand the inconvenience this may cause, the renovation is necessary. We will be looking at energy conservation for water and light and retrofitting the facility to ensure that when we have a natural disaster, we are able to function before, during and after by making the facility durable and safe. With 2 of the facilities chosen for the relocation on the outskirts of Mandeville, Ferguson said the decision was made based on availability and sufficiency. With regards to the section that will be going to Kendall, we have looked at the closest spaces to Mandeville, but they were not available. NCU had this space that they were not utilizing at the time, and they had offered that space to us and we accepted. She encouraged persons to also use the clinics, such as Royal Flats and Lincoln Health Centers, that are closest to Mandeville. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.